What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna show you a little bit of how back test my forex trading strategy, and I hope you enjoy it. So what you're gonna need right now is a data and the platform that I use trading view. You can get the price back, and then you focus on the area that you want to back test. For example, if you want to focus on the data of 2018, you can cut the price back to the start of 2018, and you cut the price from the right, and then you work with the working to the right but then coming from the left. I hope you understand very well. But you can use this line here, which is the vertical ray line, and you cut the price where you want to start working on. For myself, right now, I'm going to start working with price from, let's see, November 7, 2018. So I'll start working from November 2018 because I've been backtesting this thing for quite a long time now. So like I'm just going to put from November 7. It's just November 1, yeah, the 1st of November 2018, and we place this line here. Okay, let's give it the color here. It seems like let's put it white style. We want to give it the white because the background is black already. And then there you see. So this means we are from now November 2018. So you correct the price there, and yeah. I don't know if you guys see me properly, but I hope you can see me. I want to show how to test my strategy. And then from there, what you're gonna do is cut the price back. From there, you're gonna cut the price here. You got the bar replay too, you cut the price there, but it only works on Pro Plus, Premium. You cannot do it on a free version. You cannot cut the price on free version for smaller time frames, but you can cut from daily, weekly, and monthly. So mostly focused on the smaller time frames like 1 hour, 15-minute time frames, so they can work with those entries nicely. So we're gonna cut it there. As you can see, the price gone. You see, so right now we're working with from November 2018 going right. See, you know what I mean? So this is what happening right now. We're working from November 7, November 1 to till present year and present month, present day, whatever the case may be. But it has to be present. Coming from 2018 November on the 1st. You see? So let's just put this thing sort of like it shouldn't be sort of a distraction. We're gonna put it in terms of dashed line, dotted or dashed line, whatever. Let's put dotted line like this so you can see properly. Yeah, nice. So right now we are on the daily time frame, right? As being on the daily time frame, we want to back test this. We want to see how price going to behave when it goes down. I'm sorry, skip. Correct. So we do want to back test our strategy. We want to see if how valid it is by applying our strategy on the historical data and see if it's gonna work and how valid it is. Right now, I'm just gonna plot the lines there and there, as they actually are the ones that I use to identify my edges and all those things. So clearly here you can see it's a sort of like a descending wedge, not fully so the price not convincing me to take any sell or any buy, but you can clearly see here we got support area here. Here we got support area here. Just gonna mark out support area with this beautiful rectangle there, and then we want to see what's going to happen after we mark the price there, and then we are like that. Nice. So we covered from the bodies to the wick. Then right now we fully understand that with my strategy we need like how many touches we need. 1, 2, 3 touches. We need to see 1, 2, 3 touches, but we all know it doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to complete the third touch. We already have the first touch, the second touch. So hopefully, can we get the third touch here? Yeah, we can, and it's sort of like a high probability setup if we get the third touch there. But price doesn't have to go there. We can still anticipate price from here, and we take some buys here. We take some buys here, and we go to the upside like this. You see, because what, this is a strong support area. If you go left, you're gonna see price been respecting this area here. So let's put this ray line here to mark up our middle. So also you can change the color there, and we put the white one also. I love working with the white one because my background is black. And put the white color, and let's increase its size. You can 2 px. Yeah, now it's good. It's correct. It's okay. So with that being said, right now we're gonna switch to the smaller time frame. Remember, we have this, right? We do have this. Right now, we've marked our structure on the daily time frame. We've seen what is the potential structure on the daily time frame. We know where price might react. We know where price can go through our daily time frame. But remember, guys, here we can take a buy because of this support. But and a double bottom, if you can see, it will be a double bottom, also a bar, a what do you call it? What's that line? There's a beautiful scoop nature there. You can see there. You see, there's a beautiful scoop there, showing that like this is a beautiful. It might be a beautiful double bottom, and also supported by, it might be it price on support. You know what I mean? So let's cancel there. Price on support area right now. So it's pretty much of like you anticipating with like a lot of confidence from the higher time frames, so that you might not find yourself going against the trend. Like when you see the structures is shaping well on the higher time frame, like mostly the daily time frame. So you when you go to smaller time frame, it's much easier for you to actually anticipate those buys or those sells, because you now have the bigger time frame structure supporting your move, whether it's a buy or a sell. You took it from the high time frame, so you have lot of like momentum to the upside based off what the biggest time frame structure is saying when you go to the small time frames. I hope you get that one. So with that being said, right, like this thing right now, I'm teaching you how to backtest the trading strategy nicely and how to anticipate it in a good way, in such a way that you get to understand a lot of stuff before you can just anticipate the strategy on the live account. So right now we have this, right? And we know exactly that price cannot just reverse. The price can still do some other stuff too. Can break here the structure and do what, retest, and do what, go to the downside and do what, complete the third touch. So these are the things that we might be looking at. Price might actually do, you know, can come and retest, hit, break and retest, and come and make complete the third touch here. So these are just the scenarios that price can actually do. Hope you get that one. So let's push to the smaller time frames. We push to the smaller time frames, and what do? We go to the 4-hour time frame, and we want to see how the structure is shaping and everything and blah blah blah. So yes, when you go to the 4-hour time frame, remember, when we mark up our structure, we mark up our structure according to how the structure is actually shaping up for us. So on the smaller time frame, we have this, right? We have this beautiful descending channel here, and also what do we have? I mean, descending trend line here. We have this right here. So we have two things that is happening right now. You see? Oh, dang. I'm sorry, guys. This thing becomes very slowly because of connected the webcam and stuff like this. So it becomes more. Where's this decreasing? So right now the structure is full complete. So I don't like how the structure has been shaping up because we have too many places to actually connect our trend line on the 4-hour time frame. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wait for something clearer for me to actually support my move, and then yeah, from there I'll anticipate judging from what is happening. So right now I'm just gonna speed the price. Let's use this. This is for one bar replay, and this one just two like so many candlestick moving like this, So basically right now we've seen something. Let's stop the price, price stop. Hmm. Sorry. I've seen a beautiful opportunity here. So let's go. Let me show you something how about this my strategy, right? So right now, if you can see that we actually jumped on the 4 hour time frame, we jumped into the structure, right? So what do we have here? We are in this strong support area. Price rejected from this strong support area. We know that has a potential to push price to the upside, but don't forget that coming from the daily time frame, price can still do what test the structure and make a third touch. So what we're hoping to see here is because price made the impulse, therefore correction. We might see a correction like this and like there, like then, and price boom to the upside, you know. But what gives me the intention to take it out? This is what gonna give me the purpose to take it out. But again, when price rejected this structure here and then what did the price from? Price from something like this. This is what price is actually forming right now. So with that being happening, here we have so many candlesticks to actually uh, put our price on, but we can just put it at the top there so that we can be more precise with it. So this is what we have. And then what do? We put price here in terms of how the structure is shaping us for us. And then what do we have right now? We have a descending wedge, of which it has a potential to actually, we have a descending wedge, of which what do descending wedge do for us? It has a potential to reverse price until it's low there. So again, guys, if we go to, let's go to here. If we go to this candlestick type formation, we go to the line candlestick, we go to the line candlestick, we will see that there are multiple areas where we can put our support area here. We can put it right at the top of here because that's where price rejected for the first time. This is the resistance area, right? Price rejected, break and retest and went to the downside. So we can put our resistance area there, or we can even put another one here because this is where price has been rejecting multiple times. So this might be our support. We can put another one here so we can understand how price has been moving. So we're not actually trading support and resistance. We're just giving it like a look of how things can actually do. Therefore, go to the candlesticks, and when you go to the candlestick, you'll probably see that the lines they've been marking the borders of the candlestick, not the wicks. So what do? We just connect the what? Just gonna connect our key area here. We mark this thing to show like the mark. Okay, this is the key area coming from the left hand side, of which price been testing for multiple times. And we go here also. What do we do here? We do the same stuff. We mark and see okay. Price been rejecting this area for multiple times. So right now we have this right now we do have the structure here. So we got too many stuff happening in this area. So we just need to see what price going to do. So with that being said, we have too many things to focus on. Right now we have 1, 2, 3 third structure, and how much do we have? We have this type of resistance. We may say like key area because price broke above it and retested it, and so like maybe key area. And obviously here we have another key area here. So we have a trade between these two key areas, and also we have 1, 2, 3 structure. And what does the bigger time frame structure telling us? Yes, of course, we have this stronger support area and a double bottom and a beautiful scoping area that can push price to the upside. But bear in mind, It seems like we still have this type of a channel here. It seems like we still have this type of a channel here, of which I could have catch the entry here because of these two things. But for the fact like I had too many things to I had too many things to actually place my trend line on. I just decided to wait and see what price going to react. So it was a beautiful descending channel because I had one, two, three, and then price did what? Actually rejected this area and shot to the upside into this, and again we had this strong support area. So it makes sense for price to push there. But bear in mind, on the daily time frame, price hasn't yet pushed to the upside. Price hasn't yet made the theta structure, of which it doesn't have to, but when I see something like this, when I see a structure like this, it still tells me like, no, the sellers are still having power to actually push price to the downside. The sellers are still there because of how the structure has been shaping. So this is a structure to actually push price to the downside. You know what I mean? Therefore, we jump to the smaller time frame. Now we have everything placed. We jump to the smaller time frame, right? When we jump to the smaller time frame, it doesn't tell you. So it's one thing. You know what I mean? What your mentor doesn't tell you, it's one thing and it's one of the most important one. And this is why you keep on growing account and this is why you keep on taking those losing entries. It's because your mentor doesn't tell you this. Just because price got there, can you see how price is supported? It broke the first key area and now price at the second key area and it has one, two, three touches. Obviously, you expect to see price reversing. And it's unfortunate that you're gonna even put like a tight stop loss just because you see prices at those key areas. But that's not how it works. Just because price got there on a third touch or on the support or on the resistance doesn't mean um, it's an actual signal for you to take a buy or a sell. In this area, we might be hoping to take a sell, right? But pay special attention on how price approaches that area. Pay special attention on how price approach that key area that you're looking at. You know what I mean? So that area is the most valuable area for you. So pay special attention to it because it is the one that you have to work with it. Specifically, it's where you can anticipate your entries, right? So be careful. Don't just like jump on price and jump on entering an entry, blah 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 blah, and then you end up taking an unnecessary loss. You know what I mean? Yes, this is sort of a high value entry. I mean, key, sorry, high probable area, and it is where you should be anticipating your entries, right? So, but pay special attention to how price approach that area. Very impulsive. We only 1 hour. So what I do is like there are a couple of things that I want to see just because price is there. Imagine if you're already in a trade here, what will have happened? Probably, likely, you will have been taken out by this candle if you have a tight stop loss. You know what I mean? So you see, you've been taken out by these candlesticks, but be patient. Don't don't rush to enter. Let the market comes down to you and you anticipate. Basically, this area now you have two high test candlesticks of which you can anticipate your entries, right? So, but then for the fact of the structure first and then candlesticks later, right? How did price approach the structure? It was very impulsive, so pay special attention to that. And then you're just gonna do this. Wait, let price come down to you, right? You will always remember, money is not made here, right? The money is not made around this area here. Sorry, money is not made here, right? In fact, money is made from this structure here to this point. That's where money is made. Money is not made there, it is made here. So be careful. Be careful not to jump in unnecessary interest trying to catch the tops and let price come down to you and then you anticipate it. Price come down to you. So this is just a game of being patient with the price. I know you can anticipate this thing on the M15. You might get the entries on the M15, right? These areas, but it's nothing yet has been confirmed because price was there very impulsive and price is coming from these strong support areas. So price like and double top, double bottom structure. So anything can happen and more especially looking at how price can behave. But for the fact that price has been doing this and it got there impulsively. It's a sign for you to be patient, and it's a sign for you to actually watch your entries, because you might take in and take out, and then next time price take your direction and be like, what the fuck, you're gonna let price run without you. So be patient. So when we come to this point here, what do we see? Price started moving like this, right? So price broke below these two key areas, 1, 2, 3. We want to see what? A clear flag, the continuation flag. Remember, price and impulse, correction, impulse. Very good. Okay, let's cut price here. I want to show you, I was running too fast. These were entry. Let's cut this thing here. I was running too fast, right? I want to make sure like we get it clear. The reason why I tell you like structure first and then candlestick pattern later. Look at how this candlestick, it was very low test candlestick, testing one, this trend line here. Yes. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We have these two strong key areas. We have impulse. Now we have looking for what? Correction. So this candlestick, can it tell us not to take a sell? No, it's just only one candlestick though. But it has a potential to reverse price, but less likely in this situation, because right now we have too many confluence to the downside. So what do? We played a little bit. We want to see a top candlestick suggesting that now we're actually going to sell, of which we have here is sort of like an high test candlestick, and then we have this again, this beautiful structure that I love anticipating the most, of which is this structure here, sort of an this descending type structure here. And then we have also this structure. Let's cancel some stuff here. Let's cancel this. And then we go again, we do this. So this will be happening while on your watch, right? So what do? Put the pending order right below this structure. You may put your structure, you may put the entry below this button. Let's try to pretty much put our entry just at the weak rejection down there, and put a higher stop loss so that you can protect your price from, just let's put a 30 pip stop, right? So putting a 30 pip stop will, let's put 29, it's okay. Oh, it's in 27 high. Let's put 30. Let's put 30, right? It's okay. So with that being said, price like this. So we're just gonna target this, the bottom of this structure here, for a 90%. Target this structure here. So price is running within these two structures, right? With price running between these two structures, what is your confluence? The only thing that is standing between you is this trend line. Will I not be taking this trend line? No, you have to take it. Just because price is touching this structure, that doesn't mean like you shouldn't be taking the trade. Take the trade because we have 1, 2, 3, we have these donkey areas, but the next year stop loss is a little bit tighter, and then it's below, it's above this structure. So that you know what, even if price reverses, you're still safe. Therefore, we're taking a trade, price to this, price to that, and the next thing, price to what? Don't rush to lock in profit. Price to this. Might retest the trend line, the support there, the resistance, therefore price made another 1 hour trace candle together with a high test candlestick. So this one another, if you missed this one, you can take it here. You see, if you miss this entry, you can take it another one here. So right now you're in a trade. Look how impulsive the candlestick is moving. You see, now you're in a trade. Bang, you to the downside, like now you're actually killing. So right now price is trying to reject it. Right now price is trying to test this areas here. Price is trying to test this areas here. And this is what happens. Price continue pushing to the downside, and then bang, take profit hit. If take profit has been hit, bang, take profit has been hit. Yeah, so I hope guys you see it, man. Be careful when where you're taking your entries, and always be very careful, because if you're not being careful, look, price ended up in breaking the structure here. It's bang like a lot of percentage here, almost about 4%. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, be careful with the trades that you take. Always be on the watch on how price approach the structure. You are always gonna be